bookshelf, but I decided to show you guys him today. Alright, let's get to these books. And I have 2 special editions in here, and the rest are just regular ones. So, to start out with a current read that I have, it's this one. I took the dust cover off just because I find it a little annoying to read with, but it's called What the Library Hides by Isabel Ibanez, I think is how you pronounce it. It's a really good read. It's book 2 of her series, and the first one is What the River Knows. And it's about, I think it's set in the 1800s, but it takes place in Egypt, and it focuses on ancient Egyptian mythology, which I think is really cool. I've never read a book like that, but I'll read you, it's really cool because it has the map of Alexandria in 1885, so yes, it is in the late 1800s, and then a broad timeline of Egypt on this page here, which is really cool. And let me read the premise for you guys. I'll be right back. So I found the dust cover. It looks like this, very pretty, and it says, an impossible love, an enchanted legacy, a dangerous discovery. And the planet tilts again, off kilter. The ground seemed to shift under my feet, and my knees buckled. Whitford Hayes was a multifaceted prism, and I thought I had seen every side. The outrageous flirt with his equally outrageous winks, the loyal soldier to his general, the drunk with red-rimmed eyes and a flask hidden in his pocket, the adventurer who knew how to handle dynamite, the man who loved Egypt, and the brother who adored his only sister. But I'd never seen his raw vulnerability. That side of him left me breathless. Anyways, it's a really fantastic read. I highly recommend you check it out. My next favorite one is Belladonna. I think right now there are 3 books in the series, but I've only read this one, and then I've started the next one, which is Foxglove. I think the 3rd one is, I don't know, I'll have to look it up and I'll put it in the video here. But this one says, for as long as Signa Farrow had been alive, the people in her life have fallen like stars. Orphaned as a baby, 19-year-old Signa has been raised by a string of guardians, each more interested in her wealth than in her well-being, and each has met an untimely end. Her remaining relatives are the elusive Hawthorns, an eccentric family living at Thorn Grove, an estate both glittering and gloomy. Its patriarch mourns his late wife through wild parties, while his son grapples for control of the family's waning reputation, and his daughter suffers from his mysterious illness. But when their mother's restless spirit appears claiming she was poisoned, Signa realizes that the family she depends on could be in grave danger, and enlists the help of a surly stable boy to hunt down the killer. However, Signa's best chance of uncovering the murderer is an alliance with Death himself, a fascinating, dangerous shadow who has never been far from her side. Though he's made her life a living hell, Death shows Signa that their growing connection may be more powerful and more irresistible than she had ever dared imagine. It's really cool. It's like a gothic kind of story, which I really love. I love those. I'm actually writing one right now, which is really neat. Another one I have here is Their Vicious Games. This one, it doesn't have it on the back, but it's got it on the inner flap here. This one says, you must work twice as hard to get half as much. Adina Walker has known this entire time that she's been on a scholarship at the prestigious Edgewater Academy, a school for the uber-rich and mostly white New England upper class. It's why she works so hard to be perfect, above reproach, no matter what she has to force under the surface. Even one slip can cost her everything. And it does. One fight, one moment of lost control leaves Adina blacklisted from her top choice Ivy League college. And any other. Her only chance to regain the future she sacrificed everything for is the Finnish high-stakes contest sponsored by Edgewater's founding family, in which 12 young, ambitious women with exceptional promise are selected to compete in 3 mysterious events: the Ride, the Raid, and the Royal. The winner will be granted entry into the fold of the Remington family, whose wealth and power can open any door. But when she arrives at the finish, Adina gets the feeling that something isn't quite right with both the Remingtons and her competition, and it soon becomes clear that this larger-than-life prize can only come at an even greater cost. because the finished stakes aren't just make or break, they're life or death. Edina knows the deck is stacked against her, and it has always been, but maybe the only way to survive their vicious games is for her to change the rules. This is a really good book, and I'm a little embarrassed to say that this is only the third book that I've read with a protagonist that is not white. Two of which I read in high school, and then this one I read on my own accord, but it's really fascinating. I love it so much. Another one that I really enjoyed, it's another kind of gothic-y type book, is House of Hollow. This one is set in London, and it's like a gothic fantasy read. This one has it on the inner flap as well. Iris Hollow and her two older sisters are unquestionably strange. As children, they disappeared on a Scottish city street, only to return a month later with no memory of what had happened to them or where they had been. More troubling, their appearance began to change, their blue eyes now black, their dark hair now white, and as they grew older, odd, eerie occurrences seemed to follow in their wake. People find them disturbingly, intoxicatingly, unbearably beautiful, and inexplicably dangerous. Now 17-year-old Iris is doing all she can to fit and graduate high school on time, something her famous, glamorous, globe-trotting older sisters, Gray and Vivi, never managed to do. But when Gray goes missing, leaving behind bizarre clues as to her whereabouts, Iris and Vivi are left to find her. They aren't the only ones looking. As they brush against the supernatural, Iris quickly realizes that the story she's been told about their past is unraveling, and the world that returned to them seemingly unharmed 10 years ago might just be calling them back again. Fantastic. This is What the River Knows. I'll read you the premise of this one just in case you want to know. Bolivian-Argentinian Inez Oliveira belongs to the glittering upper society of 19th century Buenos Aires, and like the rest of the world, the town is steeped in old world magic that's been largely left behind or forgotten. Inez has everything a girl might want, except for the one thing she yearns for most, her globe-trotting parents, who frequently leave her behind. When she receives word of their tragic deaths, Inez inherits their massive fortune and a mysterious guardian, an archaeologist in partnership with his Egyptian brother-in-law. Yearning for answers, Inez sails to Cairo, bringing her sketch pads and a golden ring her father sent to her for safekeeping before he died. But upon her arrival, the old world magic tethered to the ring pulls her down a path where she discovers there's more to her parents' disappearances than what her guardian led her to believe. With her guardian's infuriatingly handsome assistant thwarting her at every turn, Inez must rely on ancient magic to uncover the truth about her parents' disappearance, or risk becoming a pawn in a larger game that might kill her. I love this one so much. A lot of these are books that I've never read anything like them before. I really love it. This next book is part of my favorite series ever. It's a limited edition of The Cruel Prince. It's like this black velvet and the edges are sprayed black too. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. It's got end page art. I'll show you the back. That's Jude. That's Cardan. And then it comes with a map too. Oh, and this is Jude and this is Cardan. I love this series. I'll read you the poem that it starts off with. It says, Book 1. Children born of fairy stock never need for shirt or frock, never want for food or fire, always get their heart's desire. Jingle pockets full of gold, marry when they're 7 years old. Every fairy child may keep 2 strong ponies and 10 sheep. All have houses, each his own, built of brick or granite stone. They live on cherries, they run wild. I'd love to be a fairy's child. By Robert Graves, titled, I'd Love to Be a Fairy's Child. There's a prologue. It's a little bit long, so I won't read it, but I recommend you read the prologue before starting the actual book. And then chapter 1 is fascinating. It's very short, 1 sentence long, but it's captivating. And it says, In Fairy, there are no fish sticks, no ketchup, no television. And what I love about this edition too is it's got little art surrounding each chapter number. I think it's so pretty. Oh, and what's really nice too is, let me find it, but at the breaks, it's got a sword. I don't know if you can see it there, but yeah. Oh, and it's got one of these little bookmarks in it too, which is really nice. That's The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Very fitting that this book is black. And it comes with a case too. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet, but really pretty. Oh, another book I totally forgot about is called Ariadne. I'll get it for you right now. It's, oh my gosh, it's so good. I read it at the beach. It's so good. Okay, never mind. I actually can't find it on my bookshelf. I'm sure it's here somewhere, but I can't find it. It's a really good read though. It's a Greek mythology retelling about Dionysus' wife, and it connects Daedalus and Icarus' story, but that's like before it happens. And her younger brother is the Minotaur, which is so cool, and she's banished, and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name, but he killed the Minotaur. I'm gonna put his name here. I can't believe I'm forgetting, but it's a really good read. Anyways, the last one that I have for you guys is the best book by far that I've ever read. No joke, guys, this one is so good. Ta-da! It's the Song of Achilles, the limited edition version with the beautiful, beautiful full cover art. And this one comes with art on the inside too, like art. I'll show you some of them. This is one. Stunning, and the book smell is so good too. This is my favorite one. Oh, bit of a glare. It's so pretty, guys. I sobbed the first time while reading this. I'm a little scared to read it again just because it's such a gut-wrenching, beautiful story. Let's see if I can get one more art for you guys. Oh, this one is so sweet. This is towards the beginning of the book. It's Achilles and Patroclus. But yeah, it's pretty much the story of Achilles and Patroclus, but told from Patroclus' perspective, which I think is really interesting. And it's a little bit of a biased narration just because it's from Patroclus, who was in love with Achilles. Not to spoil it, but the myth is pretty old, guys. Oh, and the edges. I love sprayed edges. The side here is not sprayed. The top is though. And it's gold, and it's beautiful, and just like the story. I love this book so much. Yeah, I have a couple more books that I want to read, but I'll do that in a later video. These are just the ones that I really enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoy too if you do check them out. You don't have to buy them. I'm sure libraries have them too, or if you have an online library service, or there is something called Libby, which you just plug in your library card to, and then you get an access to a bunch of online books, audiobooks, or just digital books. There's Audible, which has audiobooks on it, as per the name, and I'm sure Kindle has some of these too. I'm not familiar with Kindle, so I don't know if it's audiobooks and digital books or just digital books, but yeah, there are plenty of different avenues that you guys can go about reading these. No pressure, of course. Just sharing with you what I really like. Also, my best friend has a Instagram page dedicated to books, book reviews, TBRs, DNRs, or I think it's DNR. Did not finish or did not read, something like that. But I'll link her page down below and you guys can check her out because she's got some pretty good content. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are inclined, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure to give this video a like. And I hope you have a lovely day, or if it's evening for you, a cozy night. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye for now.